If you've been getting hungry when you're intermittent fasting, I want to go over 3 different strategies that you can use to prevent hunger in this video. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is 𝙒𝘏𝙏𝙏. I've been a fitness trainer and gym owner for over 30 years. I've helped thousands of people lose weight and just get into amazing shape. Now, it's normal to be a little bit hungry when you first start intermittent fasting, but after a week or two, it should go away. But if you're still getting hungry and you've been fasting for a while, you might be making this mistake. What I recommend you do is vary the type of intermittent fasting strategy you're doing. Don't do the same thing every single day. For example, let's say you're doing the most popular type of intermittent fasting. You're doing a 16-8, where you're fasting for 16 hours and then you're taking in all your calories within an 8-hour eating window. But let's also say that you're doing this every single day. See, I would call that time-restricted eating if you're doing a 16-8 every single day, because intermittent fasting really should be done intermittently, like the term intermittent fasting, right? But let's say you're doing 16-8 every single day. So you skip breakfast, you break your fast every day, 12 o'clock noon. What's gonna happen to most people after doing that for a few weeks is that your circadian rhythms, your body clock is gonna get so used to eating at 12 o'clock that your body's gonna send that like a hunger signal around like 10:30, 11. You're gonna start getting hungry if you're used to eating at 12 o'clock every single day. But if you mix up your intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating protocols by doing maybe an 18-6 one day, 16-8 the next day, maybe one day during the week you fast for 20 hours and then take in all your calories in just a 4-hour eating window. Maybe the next day you jump back up and only do a 12, 13-hour fast. Then maybe you do an 𝙒𝘏𝙏𝙏 day where you're fasting for 22 hours and then taking in all your calories within a 2-hour eating window. It's really good to mix it up. It's definitely gonna help you with hunger because your body is never gonna get used to eating at the same exact time. Plus, in my opinion, there's other benefits too. See, I really like cycling your calories when you're doing these fasting type protocols. In my opinion, it's really good to eat more calories some days and less calories other days. It's good for your metabolism. See, when you're losing weight, your metabolism will always slow down. It's called metabolic adaptation. It's normal, it's actually a good thing. But you can overdo that if you restrict calories too much for an extended period of time. So in my opinion, it's a great idea to change intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating strategies. For example, one day you might do a 16-8. The next day you might fast 2 hours longer. You may do an 18-6. Then you might do, say, an 𝙒𝘏𝙏𝙏 day, a 20-hour fast. So just think, automatically, you're gonna be cycling your calories. You're gonna eat less food on a day when you're only eating 1 meal a day, as opposed to a 16-8 when you have an 8-hour eating window. So without even trying, you're gonna be cycling your calories. I think it's a great strategy to prevent hunger and to keep the weight loss off permanently and helps you keep losing weight. Now, the second strategy can be really effective too. Like if you know that you get hungry at a particular time every single day, you really just have to plan ahead. Once again, let's say you're doing an 18-6 fasting protocol every day. You're doing time-restricted eating and you break your fast every day at 2 o'clock, but you know you get like ravenously hungry around 11:30, 12, and you're uncomfortable for a couple hours. This is what I think you should do. If you know you get hungry every single day around 11:30 or 12 o'clock, just make an appointment, plan something. Make a plan where every single day you call your best friend up at 11:30, you have a 20-minute conversation. It's gonna take your mind off being hungry. Another thing which would be amazing is if you went out for a 30-minute walk at 11:30, 12 o'clock every single day when you know you're gonna be hungry. Because most people aren't even hungry. I know you're feeling the hunger sensation, but you don't even want the food. So by just planning something, like calling your best friend, calling your spouse, calling your kids, or taking a 30-minute walk, or you can even go to the gym when you know you're gonna be hungry, it's gonna prevent hunger, to take your mind over, and you're gonna do incredibly well. You just have to plan ahead. Now, the third strategy is to have no calorie liquids on hand, but prepare, make sure they're around you and they're in the house. See, this is my favorite strategy because I love drinking black coffee. See, when I do my fasting, I typically skip breakfast, and every now and then I may wake up in the morning. I could be a little bit hungry, but as soon as I have a cup of black coffee, I just feel great. I have no hunger. It really suppresses my appetite. Plus, coffee is such a healthy drink, in my opinion, high in polyphenols, but you have to drink it black, no cream, no sugar. The other type of liquids I recommend are like green teas, herbal type teas. I love hibiscus tea. Research has shown that 3 strong cups of hibiscus tea can actually lower blood pressure just as well as some medications can. I also love drinking a lot of like Pellegrino mineral water, mineral water high in minerals, magnesium, calcium, sodium, really healthy for you. Love that. Plus I find that little bubble in the fizz in the Pellegrino water kind of suppresses my appetite. And sometimes I'll do this hack too. Sometimes if I do get a little hungry, say I'm doing a long fast, like a 24-hour fast, I might take a little bit of apple cider vinegar and take a tablespoon and mix that in my mineral water. Apple cider vinegar has pretty much no calories. Plus, research has shown that the acidic acid in apple cider vinegar actually helps control blood sugar. So some people feel that it actually improves the fast. But typically, when I do take apple cider vinegar, and I do take 2 tablespoons every single day, I typically do it before a meal. So for example, if I'm breaking my fast at 2 o'clock, right before I break my fast, I'll take a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, mix it some Pellegrino water, drink it down, helps control my blood sugar, okay? But the type of liquids I don't want you to drink are those artificially sweetened, like a diet sodas. The reason is that the bodies will still sense the sweetness of an artificial sweetener, and it could potentially maybe spike your insulin and lower your blood sugar a little bit, which can actually make you hungry. So I haven't had good results with like diet sodas, even like chewing gums, like sugarless chewing gum. I haven't had great results. I mean, you can experiment with it, but have these no calorie liquids on hand. Coffee, tea, and mineral water. Give it a try. I really think it'll help. Now, if you want to learn more about intermittent fasting and how to use it the right way to lose weight, I just developed a 4-week low-carb intermittent fasting course. It's 35 short videos. It takes all the guesswork out of losing weight with intermittent fasting. And in my opinion, if you want to accelerate fat loss, there's no better way than to combine a low-carb diet with intermittent fasting. I'm going to put a link below this video. Click the link, check it out. Let me know if you have any questions.